Good morning. How's everybody today? We're going to try and get this combine finished up and out of here. That combine and the corn head. Mostly all we need to do is grease it and put all the shields back on it. That's pretty much it. So we do have that one chain on the unloading auger to put back on, but this one here is the one we took off, and maybe it's not so bad. When I was looking at this the other day, I thought it was awfully, yeah, right there. Like, I can't hardly move that. It's been soaking here for a week, and some of these links are just extremely tight. So I'm going to go buy a new one. Like I have said in previous videos, that's something that we would normally replace every year. I was not going to this year because the combine's only got 200 hours on it. It's only got a half a year's use. And I thought, oh, we'll just run the chains again. On the 680, the first year we bought it, one of the chains, not that one, not the big one for the unloading auger drive, but the one on the tailings, I did not replace the first year. And in the middle of bean harvest, the second year, it broke. So I kind of was stuck with that, just replace them every year so we don't have downtime in season. And if that one was in better shape, I would put it back on, but it doesn't seem to be. So I'm going to head up to the John Deere dealer. We're going to get a new chain for that. I'm also going to get the other two, the feeder house and the tailings chain, I put back on because they did seem to be in pretty good shape and cleaned up well, and we lubed them up, and I think they'll be okay. But I'm going to have them on hand just in case. They do break on me in the fall, so I'm just going to go ahead and get them all right now. Brock will be here later this morning. At least he's supposed to be. So he can help with this combine stuff a little bit. And then this afternoon I've got a seed care meeting that I have to go to. So I'll film the first half of the day, and maybe Brock will film the second half of the day. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Well, after sitting and talking to the salesman for half an hour, I'm running out of time, but I got our chain in that box, and I got the important stuff, our calendars. Yep, that was the whole point of the trip, right? I told them that they need to drop off a box of those calendars in each one of their parts drop warehouses or sheds, like the one we have, so that I don't have to come up here just to get my calendars for next year. But anyway. January. Oh. Come on. There. Cool. Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't have much time to do anything to this because I got to get moving for my meeting. So I'm going to get the book opened up here to the right page for Brock. And when he gets here, which he just texted me and said he had a medical call for his EMS run, so he's going to be a little bit, which means I'm not going to get to see him before I leave. But the book does a really good job of telling you what to do in the maintenance and lubrication section, which, after it tells you what stuff to use, should be right here. So there's 10-hour services, which are mostly just checking stuff, oil levels and that stuff. But we're going to start in here and have him go through everything. Here's the 50 hours. It tells you where all the grease zerks are, kind of shows you where they are on the machine, and a lot of times I'll tell you how much grease to put in each fitting and all of that good stuff. So he can go through there and figure all of that out. I'm leaving him a camera, so hopefully he can film it for you. And then the other thing is we've got all those shields and stuff in the back, the snouts for the corn head. We've got a few here that came off late that need to be cleaned up yet. He can just use the hose on that and start putting it all back together. And hopefully when I show up in the morning, it's all done. Okay, I am off to seed care meeting. So it's in Fort Wayne. I doubt there's anything I'll be able to film there, but we'll see. And they're then taking us to a hockey game tonight, so that'll be a good time. Anyway, here's Brock, I hope.
Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, 11:46. Getting here a little late, had a medical call. But just talked to Nathan. He has his seed care meeting or something of that sort so he can treat seed. He told me to look at the book here that he set out on the counter. It is the maintenance book for the combine. I know we went through the chains, we cleaned it, but now it's time to grease it. And there's a lot of grease zerks. We're gonna do all of them, even though it only has 200 hours on it, or just over. We're gonna do the 10 hour, the 20 hour, 50 hour, I think there's 100 hour, 200 hour, and 400 hour intervals since it's the first time. And since we just, power washed it and cleaned it, it's good to get all the water out of the seals and stuff. So I'm gonna look over the book real quick just so I can get a good idea on where all the seals or all the grease zerks are, and then we'll get after it. Well, we started off good already. The book right here said to grease the four-wheel drive pivots. So I went back here. It's gonna be hard for you to see, but there's a grease zerk right here. And it said to grease it until it's coming out the bottom. So there it is. There is, I don't know how easy you can see that. It's supposed to be a grease zerk up there, but it wasn't coming out. And I found why. I don't think the grease zerk is supposed to stick to the grease gun. So we'll try to figure out how to put it back in and why it came out. But yeah, going good. Hello. So we're back. It's 2:15. I just finished greasing all of the combine except 3 grease zerks. The first one was the top pivot here. The grease zerk up there broke, and I can't get it unthreaded. I'm gonna wait for Nathan to get back. The second one is up there. It's in those grooves, but you gotta rotate that and pretty much stop it when the grooves are showing. And I'm not gonna start up the combine and run it. And the other one is, I believe it's this variable speed drive, but there's a plug here. Again, it's hard to see right here. I don't know if you, sorry about that, the camera cut out, but the plug here, you gotta take it out, put a grease zerk in, and then grease it. But I cannot get that plug out, and I'm not about to round it off on the first year having the combine. So out of all of the grease zerks, only having 3 that I didn't get, we'll be all right. I'll have Nathan help me with those. But the next thing on the list is to get all of the shields to put back on it. Battery shields, all those cover shields, and everything. We might work on that unloading auger chain, I might look at it, but we're just gonna work on shields for a little bit. Gotta go grab them out of the back of the shop and drag them up here.
Well, I just got out of our seed care meeting. Not a lot of new material, but good information and stuff, and they do some pretty cool demos. I couldn't film any of it, sorry. So Brock said he did get a little bit of footage, which you've already seen by now if he in fact did, but didn't quite get done with the combine, so we'll finish that up in the morning. I am off to a hockey game. Tried to get the wife and kids to come, but it is a school night, so we're gonna have a good time and then head home.
Oh yeah, he's got ice.
Well, the game is fun, but it's 4-1. It's kind of a blowout already. Well, I was really hoping to catch a fight for you guys, but it didn't happen. So 3 minutes left. It is 7-1. So the hometown Toledo Walleye won. They beat the Fort Wayne Comets. You can. Hi.
Go Walleye.
It's Eric. He's a sales rep for Golden Harvest. If anybody in North Central Ohio needs some Golden Harvest, look up Eric. Good times were had. All right, well, I have an hour and a half drive home. Not quite, hour and 15, I guess. So it's going to be a little late when I get there, and then I've got a video to edit, so late night for me, but that's all right. I have no idea how good today's was because I haven't watched Brock's content yet, but I know it was a little different. We will be back in the shop tomorrow. A few different things going on, but we're going to finish up that combine, get the corn head out of there, take it to the barn in Berkey, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.